Okay folks, this will be an interesting mundane piece. Before we throw it away, hopefully it'll be of real use during my demo. I do like demoing with things that are going to be thrown away or recycled, and it's nice to make use of these mundane objects of everyday life. So can't do that. $400, I do think, for the, actually, yeah, the vertical. It's a nice sunny day today, folks. Even though it started out a bit cold in the wind. So that's it there, outside out of my unit. It's nice and sunny. Anyway, enough of that. We're going to photocopy this, a toothpaste tube. An interesting one at McLean's. Can't really get it that straight because it's not straight enough. It's just a used up tube of McLean's toothpaste. I think we might have to lighten it further. I don't know how this is going to look. Actually, it's going to look like it's a bit short. I'm going to have to pull that one up. So I'm just going to pull it up, and I think it's going to be maybe 100 and something on the horizontal. It'll be 160, I think. That should be close enough, or maybe it isn't, because I saw the scanner just stop before there. So just going to pull it up, and we're just going to maybe make it 155. That should hopefully be what we want. But yeah, I like using things that are emptied and depleted as works of art on this photocopier. If I had enough money, folks, and enough space, I'd have more than one photocopier, folks. Unfortunately, I'm not rich. I don't possess that much kind of money. Now that looks really quite interesting. I don't have that kind of money to play with, however much I wish I did, without being a greedy pig. I really wish I could afford things more. But I'm the kind of person that wants that when I do, I'm trying to work it out. I think that's I don't know if that's the bottom. I'm just checking to see how that looks. I think that's it's moving away from toward the edge. So I think maybe I can make it a bit less than 400. But basically, I'm not a rich person. I'm not flushed with cash. I'd like to give money away to less fortunate people if I was rich. If I was a rich person, I'd just give most of my money away instead of wasting it on flash cars and huge, what Americans call condominiums, or condos for short. Condominium, I wonder what a condo is. It's like some kind of unit sort of place, like near the beach, you almost imagine. Condominium, or condo for short. I mean, there's nothing wrong, folks, with being rich in itself. It can be a real wonderful thing for those people who receive help from rich people who've got a heart. Rich people have got to learn to be more giving of their money and their resources instead of being greedy. Now that looks really quite interesting like that. I think we might be able to make that into an interesting mirror image. I do think maybe cutting it off there and then stretching it, because this is the real nice bit. Okay. But yeah, I'd like to make money out of building photocopiers that work really well built and well engineered and thought out to make the world happier. You know, like in an office it's very stressful, and when a photocopier malfunctions, or that's too short, I didn't think that was long enough. So when a photocopier breaks down and you get a lot of downtime happening, and you haven't got time to wait around, if you can make a machine that's less breakable, that would be good, and people would be really happy, and that would be a good contribution to society. And that's what I'd like to do one day, is to redesign the photocopier so that it makes people happier and more productive. It's one less thing to stress about in the stressful world of office work. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's getting close, almost there, but you can see that's looking a lot nicer now. I do think that's as far as we can go with that. That's because that's tapering in at the edge there. So yeah, it's sort of tapering in. That's what's happening. Yes. But yeah, I thought the graphic on this toothpaste tube was really fascinating, as a lot of graphics do fascinate me, folks, and what you can do with these graphics instead of just leaving them as they are in their usual mundane context, is to have something really interesting made from these, especially when they're destined to be thrown away, to become more waste. I do think we have to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, that looks better. It does look like we're a little bit close to the edge. I did think I was going to do less than 10% extra. I do wonder how we're going to make this. I don't know how it's actually going to look, really. I don't think it's going to look as good as I'd like it to. But this work I do here is often highly experimental, and that's by nature, that's what it is. You know, it is what it is, folks. Experimental. And you don't always get the result you want, or even then you still kick yourself wondering that you could have done it better, or you could have thought of it, could have been done this way or that way or the other. And it's really, sometimes you don't think about it until you've actually completed the job and you've done that, and you think, oh fuck, did I really miss that? It's like, fuck, I missed it. I just missed it. How come I missed it? You know, if only I had done it this way. If only I had done it that way. So it's like that. It's really like that, folks. I'm doing it under the pump. It's not like I'm doing this off camera. I'm doing it on camera. And, you know, I do things and they don't always work out, especially being not having time to actually think it through. Just comes, you just have to, it's a bit of the old touch and go kind of operation or functioning, or whatever. Anyway, that looks really quite, that's come up in some ways better than I thought. I think now we can call this demo quits.